recently I built an Optimus Prime that transforms for one of my viewers, and he later betrayed me once I said I would make a step-by-step tutorial. I wanted to be fair, but he wanted to be greedy. He's not gonna build any other transformer in his life. And this was on a build I literally built for him. But you wanna know the funny thing? I built that build, so that means I can make it like whenever the f I want. So, and he can't. Like, so to my viewers, don't worry, I got you, because I know what the peoples want, and it's a step-by-step guide on how to build a transforming Optimus Prime. Now, I was so close to exposing him, but he's gotten enough attention from my cloud, and I'm grown up for that, so you know what I'm saying? And only part 1 is out, so sub with notifications so you can keep up with every other step needed to build this. Okay, like so, just always start with a glue block. Take a metal block or titanium block, of course it's painted blue, and then scale this out, so by 18. Place a block here, set your scale back to 2, and then the same thing, you'll just scale to the same amount of the length. Oh yeah, I'm also planning to make the build even better than his, because I literally knew I could do better, because his isn't even finished. I didn't do the details because I can't just build the entire thing for him, which I sort of ended up doing before because I'm too nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do here now is scale these inward, which is alright. All you gotta do, just connect these blocks right here, just like so. And now you want to fill this in. So yeah, just like that. Probably scale it like... scale it that big. That should be good. Maybe a little... Nah, that's too high. That should be 6. You just gotta scale it up by 6. And of course, like always, just fill in the rest. So yeah, scale that in right there. So now that we got this nice blue box, what you actually want to do is select everything and then move it up by... just move it up by 10. And this is alright. Now you can paint everything. And the first mechanic that's gonna be involved is going to be... Actually, let me do this first. First, you want to set your move to 0.5, and look where I'm placing it, just right there. Now you want to scale that up by 1 and then fill in everything else, just like that. And color... Actually, don't fill in everything yet, but it'll be filled up in the end. It's just so that you can see the mechanics. If you got wings, jetpacks, it's helpful for this build. Now what you want to do is delete this glue block because you don't really need it. And then place a piston block just right here. Okay, now set your scale to 1, scale this 1, 2, and then scale this 1, 2, there you go. Okay, now you'll have a piston that's inside here, and the settings for it is piston length 7.7. The speed doesn't really matter. And then from here you can start building your foot. So how I'd like to build my foot is just place a titanium block like usual, and then scale this down. You know, just fill up that entire area. You can change to scale 0.5 as well. Now that that whole area is filled, just quickly scale this down. And then set your rotate to 15. Place the block here, tilt it twice, and then scale that up. That should be good. And then just fill the rest. Make that block thinner and make sure that it's touching the piston. Set your scale to 0.1 and then just scale it up once. But you're gonna stay in 0.1. What you want to do is just scale these two meeting points together, just like so that it doesn't look like, you know. Yeah, there you go. And that foot should be filled in for the most part. Now on each of the edges, you're gonna want to scale this in by 0.5, just by the 0.5, so that the foot looks good. And then what you want to do is you want to clone this block. Just duplicate it and then scale it to fill in the rest of this this stuff. Oh yeah, what I also, as you can see right there, there's a part poking out. What you'll do is you'll just scale this in, clone this block, put it down, and then fill the rest, just like that. Now to make this foot better, there is a thing you can do. I'm gonna quickly paint this all blue first. You can do this, just set your scale to 0.1. First align with these blocks. Just like that. And then place these across. So as you can see, that adds like sort of more of a detail. Actually, you can make that a little bit of a darker color. And then what you want to do is then just clone this piece. Actually, let's make it a little bigger. Let's make it a little bigger. Just something like that. That's pretty good. And then let's clone this down around here. And basically what you just want to do is scale this so that it doesn't look like awkward or anything. But this gives it that look of like toe joints, foot joints, like joints. That's all I gotta say, joints. You can make them thinner. This one's a little too big. That should be pretty good. Just some outlining. Okay, so this is all there is to the foot mechanics. Now to know mechanics, I paint them pink. Inside here, try and find the center. It's not too important, but just try and find the center. Place that block. 1, 2, 3. There you go. And then now what you want to do is off of this block. Oh wait, off of this block right here. You then want to place 2 pistons. Now set your move to 0.5 and place it just a little higher from the bottom, or at least this section. And then go into the settings with screwdriver, piston length, set the length to 6 for both of them. Quickly make these unanchored. Oh yeah, save right now because we're gonna get to testing. This will be the first test. Let's make it red for Optimus, of course. And then transforming Optimus P. Okay, let's just say, all right, it's named working G1 Optimus. So yeah, that's pretty good. Now what you want to test is everything that is going smoothly. So real quick, unanchor everything. But wait, before you do that, take a block and just position it on the ground. Now select everything, unanchor, and boom, the foot should work like usual, of course. And this mechanic isn't even hard, it's simple. So yeah, the pistons work, of course, like now I might want to actually make some edits to this. I'm gonna set the length to 6.5, so just like that. Let's push that out. Now what you want to do is place a block right here and scale it. Set your scale to 0.5. Just squash that right there. And then make it poke out 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you got a pretty solid platform right there. So now what you want to do is take these, scale them like just on the inside, just like that. Just make sure that the pistons aren't, you know, getting messed around with or like getting jumbled up with your designs and everything. Just like that. Now what you want to do is scale these all the way till they connect with the block. Now what you want to end up doing is set your scale to 0.1. Go up to these and just scale them down. Just like so. Because you won't be building off of these pieces specifically anytime soon. So yeah, just so that you have space. However, before we move away from the lower leg, what this section is for, which I didn't build for the other person, is actually for like those tilted pieces. So yeah, what we're gonna do is first set your rotation to 90, 1, 2, and then set your tilt to 15. 1, then place a block just right beside it, click the tilted block first, then click this block, move it down, then take this, oh whoops. The rest is self-explanatory. Now what you want to do is then just fill in these gaps just like that. And if you want the detail to stand out a bit more, then what I would do is alternate colors. So that's like this. Take the color of this, slightly tweak it like just like that, and alternate. You see, so that you can tell them apart, so you can see that design. I'm gonna make it a little darker. It doesn't really matter how dark. I'd actually even make it darker from this as well. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, make it so that is very obvious because it gives that nice detail, that nice rigid detail. Okay, so now we're gonna build the lower leg. Now what you want to do is scale back this part just once and then place a block right there. Just in case, I might actually scale this block back 0.1. one more time, just like that. Now what you want to do is build a case for the lower leg, which this is pretty good. So what I would do is set your scale to 1, just do this, fill that in. You can probably scale it like this as well. This piece is 3.5 blocks long, so just know that. Now what you want to do is just take all of these blocks, scale them by 1, and then just build walls, you know. This should be self-explanatory, but if you don't know what I mean, just build these walls like this, you know. Pretty simple. Now with all of these blocks, you want to move this one oh yeah, by the way, the scale is 2. 1 2 3 4 5, boom. And then do that with the rest, just scale it by 5. Now what you want to do is select everything in here, set your clone to 2, and I'm gonna quickly move and just test. Oh yeah, by the way, for every mechanic there is painted pink, so that you actually, no, you don't have to do this, but what I like to do is just place a lever so that you see every single keybind that is placed down. Now we're gonna start positioning wheels, so place your blocks here, 1 2. So place this wheel right there, 1 2. Actually, let's do 2.5. So set your scale to 1, scale that once, and then place another back wheel right there. So yeah, this is looking pretty solid so far. Let's just quickly move both of these blocks inside and then move it out by 0.1. Now what you can do is actually design the wheels as well so that you can fill in those gaps, but an alternate for this, if you're not really trying to do that, is to just add one of these. Start off from the back right here, set your scale to 0.5, squash that, boom boom. Make it go out just around that much, should be good. And then set your scale to 1, scale that up, actually scale that up twice, and then set your rotate to 45, and right here just tilt that block right there, set your scale to 0.5, fill in these spaces. And if you also want to make it look better, set your scale to 0.1, just 1 2 1 2, there you go. Place another titanium block just up here to fill in everything else that is there. Take this block, set it to clone, and set your move to 2. Clone it, move it all the way here, and then you'll fill this spot with another 45-degree block. And like always, if you want to fix it for yourself, set 0.1, just, you know, fix that detail right there. And there you go, 0.5. Just make sure that everything is connected and it looks nice. There you go. And you can paint this pink. No, I'm joking. You can paint this the same color, just blue. Actually, I'd like a darker color. You know what? That's pretty good to outline everything. So yeah, we can do that. Select everything here, including the wheels, and clone that. Move that to the other side. Just rotate. And that should be almost good. Let me just set my move to 0.5. Now set your move to 0.1 and keep moving it just until these pieces touch. It could look quite struggling. I mean, I can't even tell right now. Alright, just keep moving. If it looks like it's connected, then you have to move it one more. By the way, the movement I'm using is 0.1 in scale. So those should be connected now. But if you want to play it safe, connect them like this. Scale the centerpiece in once. Only part 1 is out, so sub with notifications so you can keep up with every other step needed to build this.